I am so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that you are joining me on this end of July Thursday morning for Unity Fort Worth Morning Meditation. I am Denise, and I wanted to give a big shout out thank you to Joe and Rebecca for taking my spot for the last 2 weeks since I was on vacation. So I so appreciate them jumping in and helping me out with that. So here we are, and I am just off of a 1 week conference from Dr. Joe Dispenza. And so I would love to just share with you a meditation that he calls Blessing of the Energy Centers. And it's just moving through each of the chakras, if you know chakras, and just taking some time to feeling, knowing, seeing, and sensing the field around each of those energy centers. So I'm going to go through and just kind of give you an idea of what energy centers. Good morning, Terry. Thank you for welcoming back. I'm glad you are here. So as we go through the energy centers, let's kind of think about each one, starting with the base of the spine at the perineum. There, right there at the bottom, that's number one. And so just being there. And remember, as you're kind of thinking, don't just think of right there at that center, but expand your awareness to the area as if a bubble is around it, the space around that energy center. That's number one, the perineum. And then you're going to go up to the second one, which is about, I think of it as 2 inches below my belly button. You know, that's kind of that low gut area. That's number two. And again, don't just hone in on just your body parts, but feel the field and the space around it. And we'll sit there. And then the third one is, I'm pointing to it, but I know you can't see it. And that is the couple 2 inches above the navel, which is kind of your upper abdominal area. And being aware of that. That's the third one. The fourth one is right here in the heart. The fifth one is here in the throat. And then I'm going to do the sixth one, which is different. If you've done chakras, it's different for Dr. Joe Dispenza because he brings your attention to the pineal gland, which is right here in the back of your head, about center. And there is a plexus of nerve centers that is in that area. It's in the back of the head. So I'm going to go there. So just kind of be thinking about that now. Just kind of tap the back of your head. It's right behind your nose and right there. Okay. Just think of it there. And you can just tap it to kind of, and even during the meditation, just tap it if you want to kind of get your attention there. And then we'll go to the seventh, which is, if you know chakras, it's right here. And that is the third eye, which you think of right between the eyes at the center of the head. And then finally, the eighth is 2 inches above, 6 to 8 inches above the head. And so we're just going to take a few minutes to just move in and through that whole area and just hold that, okay? And just breathe into that. And I'll probably end right here in the heart, okay? All right. So glad you are here to join me, and I will and on Facebook Live, we cannot use music. Facebook kind of hinders us from that. So just in case you didn't know that is why we don't do it. We tried. All right. So I'm going to light my candles bring myself back to my ritual and light my candles to symbolize bringing my thoughts, my energy, my space to my inner light and turning off the outer world for just this few moments. So whenever you're ready, closing your eyes, lengthening from the tailbone up through to the crown of the head, dropping the shoulders down and back, taking in a nice deep breath as you just feel this moment, breathing in and through, becoming present. And then as you sit for a moment, drop your attention down to the base of the spine, right there at the perineum. The first energy center, where we just begin to feel, get to know this energy center. There is a distinct feel that comes just from the energy in this part of our bodies. So get to know it. Get to know how it feels. Feel and notice the expanse of energy that moves around this whole area as if a big bubble is around it, the space around this center. Feel it. Notice it. Get to know how this energy feels. And as you begin to get to know it and keeping your attention in this area, there is a distinct, very strong energy connection there. Feeling the energy in the space around it. And then gently releasing it and moving up into the second energy center, which is about 2 inches below the navel. And as you move your attention into this area of the body, notice the change and the feeling that is different from the first one. Breathe into it. And feel the energy move and expand from this second center, as if there is a bubble moving all around it. Getting to know it. Breathing into the fullness of it. And then gently moving up across the navel into the third energy center, which is just a couple of inches above the navel. Again, breathing deep into it, feeling that center expand into a bubble around that area of the body. Feeling the space around this third center. And then gently bringing the attention on up into the heart area, our fourth energy center. Open up the chest as you breathe into it. Feeling it open expansively, like a rose opening into the fullness of its bloom. And breathe into that heart energy. And then as you continue to feel your attention here, feel that flow of openness through the heart, expanding out into the space around the heart. And just enjoy it. And then gently release your attention there and move on up the spine to the fifth energy center, right in the center of the throat. Feeling it expand, open up. And this is how we express who we are, our authentic nature. So breathe into this area of the body and notice how the energy has changed. Feel the glands and the throat just ebbing and flowing as you expand your awareness to the space around the throat. Breathe into it, feeling, getting to know it. And then releasing your attention there and coming up to the back of the head, just behind the nose. And I'm going to just tap right there at the back of my head. And if you want to, you can, to kind of just bring your attention there, where the pineal gland is. And then again, just breathing right there at that sixth center. This is the door to our mystical connection. So just breathing into that center. Feeling and knowing and seeing the space around this center. Ebbing and flowing. Just getting to know it like a new friend that you have just met. And then gently releasing from that sixth center and moving on to your seventh, which is right in the center between the two eyebrows. back into the head where the pituitary gland is, right in that area. So breathe right into that center. Breathing in and out as you feel the energy expand out from that center. Feeling the ebb and flow. With an easy breath that just moves in and out. And then releasing it and going to the eighth center, which is 6 to 8 inches just above the head. So bring your attention right on up to that area. And this is where we receive information downloaded right in and through this center. So just breathe in and feel this center. Our connection to the divine, our connection to the field around us that ebbs in and through us. I am worthy to receive. Letting the breath flow. So you just feel that energy moving around that whole area through the top of the head. And then just gently drop your attention back right here in the center of the chest at the heart. Feeling that beautiful flow of energy right in the center. Opening up. I love just seeing a lotus that just opens up as I breathe in and through, feeling love. Love for myself, Gratitude for all the things around me, the beautiful people, community. Just thinking for a moment how grateful I am. And so it is. Hope you have a beautiful day. We'll see you next Thursday.